So.
You were here watching the game last night. What was it like actually playing here for the first time?
Yeah, great. Such a cool environment, obviously amazing facility, and it was good just to get a feel for it yesterday, just being out on the floor and getting a sense of what it's like. And obviously it was even better to play, so yeah, it was fun.
Coach brought up that like the wing threes is completely kind of like a new shot for you. You made 2 tonight. I mean, what has that progression been like?
Yeah, I think if you look back to my college and even my first stint as a professional, I wasn't hunting threes very much. I was more so pass first, playmaking, and I felt like just a natural progression of my game is it was getting more and more difficult to play make because it was all people were expecting me to do. So, I had a really big off season working on my game, as I do every off season. But I think it was more so, I've always believed I've been a good shooter, and it's just giving myself attempts. I believe I get enough up, I'm going to shoot a good percentage. So, it's trying to take the right shots, good shots for the team, and good shots for myself as well.
Yeah, your 3-point numbers from Cal Baptist to the MBO, like obviously you can see like the leap. What do you think has, gone into that the most? Like what has really led to that?
Yeah, I think the pre-draft process was big for me. I also had like a little bit of anxiety with my shooting. When I was in mock drafts as a freshman and things like that, guys like, oh, he needs to become a better shooter, and I built up this unrealistic, pressure mentally, and I think I'm way past that now, and if you look at the volume, I think that's probably the biggest thing is look at how many attempts I took this year versus those years in CBU, and I was trying to get up like 6, 7 threes a game, whereas CBU I only shoot like 1 or 2, and if you only shoot 2, it's like it's tough to shoot a good percentage. So I was always a better shooter than the percentage, but I think I've figured it out to a solid level now.
Coming from Canada, it's just been kind of a whirlwind. Santa Cruz to here, getting ready to go out on the road again. Has it sunk in for you how far you've come in your career?
Not really, not for me personally, because it's a weird dynamic of you can't be too starstruck because you're in the environment. It's like Steph's locker is like across from mine. It's just like stuff like that. You have to get used to it quick because you have to earn your spot in this environment. You have to feel like you belong. So there's that part, but then there's another part where I know I have so much support back home, as I've sort of said a little bit. My family, Tasmania as a whole, my friend group, all really great people, and are super excited to see me do well. And anytime I'm talking with them and telling them little things that are sort of just casual things that happen here, they're like, man, like that's crazy. So it's super cool to be able to share that with a lot of people back home.
And Coach Cruz said before the game that yesterday you got to watch Steph doing warm-ups. What have you been able to take away from that experience?
Yeah, that was like an intentional thing. I saw Steph's time and I was like, yeah, okay, I gotta watch that, as thousands of other people were tuning in. And yeah, I think just watching his demeanor when he shoots, never rattled by missed shots, high level of belief, great pace. The thing I stood out most, probably his feet. I think it's just the variability in his footwork, how quick his feet are, the ball's in the air, his feet are moving, so he can get it off quick, which is something I think I'm going to have to make an adjustment at this level, because guys can close the space down so quickly. But that was such a cool experience just to watch as someone trying to improve, and as a fan as well.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
Thank you.